Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. We are on day 3 here on Snowdrop Tundra, enjoying a chill week. And we are going to start off with a decent amount of sneaky snacking, 5,354. Yet again, Gardevoir slacking, so I couldn't swap out the team for our overnight berry specialists. Very unfortunate. I don't know what has happened with Gardevoir these last couple of weeks, but it's not good. We are also going to get 15 honey, which we could use for some extra pot filler because we do need that. But let's go ahead and collect our sleep points. We got 195 of them. That's going to put us at a grand total of 3,911. Not bad at all. Not bad. And for our daily lottery, we can grab a small handy candy. Very nice. We will make use of that someday, I'm sure. But for now, let's jump into this sleep report. Let's see if we get the one of the 2 sleep types that we need. Anything but snoozing is fine, and we should be able to see what we're looking for, or at least one of what we're looking for. Arguably, dozing is the better of the 2 because that gives us a chance at Delibird and Croagunk. But it looks like, yet again, we got the stupid snoozing, which I absolutely do not want. It is the one sleep type I do not want. Anything but snoozing is what we need. And I bet you I get it all week. Just because this game hates me sometimes. But we'll see what we can do with it. At least we got a decent amount of spawns this time around. 28.7 million. We got 6 spawns. Hopefully something nice shows up. Let's see. Maybe a shiny would be nice. You know, there's a top belly Wobbuffet there, but yeah, shiny would be really good right about now. You know, it'd make me feel good. We haven't seen one in a while. Looks like a couple of Eevees. We can actually make do with some Eevees and a Slackoth, actually, so that's not the worst. So we got 2 Eevees, a Slackoth, Rattata, Raticate, and Wobbuffet. A decent sleep report. No new sleep styles, which is kind of unfortunate, but at the same time, there's not really a whole lot left for us. So probably going to be slow going from here on out. No one's hungry, really. Okay. Well, you know what? The Slackoth is pretty much ready to go home with us. I'm going to have to use some biscuits today. You know what? All right, whatever. Whatever, we'll do it. We'll take the Slackoth home. He's been patiently waiting. All right, there's one. Didn't get the big hit like I was hoping for. Boom. There we go. All right, job done. And now we feed the Eevee. It's gonna be level 40. Let's feed the Eevee. I mean, at least we got something good. We got our Eevee to friendship level 40, which is both kind of a good, kind of a bad thing. But we'll see just how bad it is. Let's go ahead and collect this one. Watch it be a crit cap just to spite me. Nope, nothing. Good. Good. At least we didn't waste a big hit or a mega hit. Okay, that's all we're going to catch today. We're not going to worry about the other Eevee. Our biscuit supply is running incredibly low, and we have to worry about the Halloween event coming up. Let's see. Let's send out Eevee candy. We can never have enough of that, so let's get that out there. Make sure that everybody's topped up. Okay. Only going to be 1,862 research XP. Not bad. We are getting closer and closer to leveling up to 60. And 2,476 dream shards. Not bad. First up, it's going to be the Slackoth. So, let's see what we got. Level 14 in Hardy. I believe that's neutral. Berry Specialist. For some reason, for a brief moment, I thought it was a skill specialist, but no, Berry Specialist. Ingredient Magnet, of course. Helping Speed. Ingredient Finder. Not what we want. That's not good. Ingredient Finder M. Inventory Up S. Skill Trigger S. And Dream Shard Bonus. While this looks like a good candidate for slacking, we actually already have a pretty solid slacking candidate. So... and even then, this one's not really looking too great. I forgot to set the nature, but it's neutral, so it doesn't really matter. It's not going to change anything. Let's go ahead and set it anyway. And actually, I think I might have goofed. Let's see. Cooking. Yeah, it's set to desserts. Let's back that up. Let's rerun. Recalculate. Tomatoes and honey, not really going to help desserts. And honestly, changing things up didn't really help this Slackoth either. it's still pretty bad. So this one's definitely going to live with the professor. It's going to be just some extra candy for us for when we do find the Slakoth of our dreams. It's running pretty slow today. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's my computer slowing down. It could be. This thing's old, but hopefully we can get through fairly quickly. Level 60, PR 36 for berries. Not good. Let's run the expected skill count, see what that's looking like. Probably not going to get good until 75. Inventory up does help. Yeah, this is just not. It's not what we're looking for. Not at all. Yeah, the professor's going to get a new friend today. We're going to move on. Let's check out our first level 40 Eevee. And let's see. Ooh, I already see level 15 in Sassy. Sassy is exactly what we want. Okay. Let me make sure. Let's see. It says level 40. Yep. So we should have 2 guaranteed gold. So let's see. We've got milk, cocoa, milk. Doesn't really matter. Kind of wanted milk, cocoa, but ultimately doesn't matter. All right. I really am just not wanting to look at this because it's scary. It's not skill level up. That's unfortunate. Ooh, one of them's good. Dream Shard bonus, not so much, but helping bonus at level 10, that is good. Ingredient Finder, helping speed, that's not good. Skill Trigger S. At level 100, this one's not going to be bad, but with that XP gains down, it's going to take a while to get there. This one is not terrible, but it's not quite what we want. Of course, the calculator is going to say it's very good because of helping bonus. Honestly, having Dream Shard bonus might not be the worst thing anymore, given how much Dream Shards have come to be a very valuable item in this game now. Really, Ingredient Finder, the only thing that's bad about this, if only it had inventory up instead of Ingredient Finder, we'd be in a really good boat. For what it is, though, this one is not bad. I was about to say, I'm honestly kind of surprised that helping speed drops it down that low at level 75. I thought helping speed would be a little bit of a good thing. Interesting. Yeah, it is set to Sassy. I'm kind of surprised. I'm very surprised it's dropping down this low. 75 is taking forever to run. Let's see. Oh, Gentle is considered the new best. I mean, I guess that makes sense. With most people running a healer on their teams now, that does make sense, I suppose. Energy recovery down being the more desirable nature. I guess that makes sense. Ours is not looking good, though. That's not even ours. Ours isn't even here yet. Where is ours? Sassy, but that's not it. Not it. What are we doing? Where's my Eevee in this list? Is it that far down? No. No. Yikes. That's not even it. Where is mine? That's not it either. Is mine that poorly rated? Maybe mine is that bad. Really, honestly, 3.8 versus 6.3. That's a big difference. And we have helping bonus at level 10 like the calculator wants us to have. Yeah, the crazy part is, as much as I like the sub skills on this Eevee, the fact that they are just not in the right order is really hurting it. So, yeah, unfortunately, I think this is another Eevee we're not going to keep. It starts out really good, but then just gets worse over time. And if we're going to be fighting XP gains down the entire time, we definitely want to make sure that it's an Eevee that is either staying the same at least because it's just always good, or is getting better over time at the very least. Honestly, I think this one's going to live with the professor. It's looking like it's going to end up at like an 85-ish PR. We'll let it finish out. It's almost done, but I'm thinking this one's going to live with the professor. Kind of unfortunate getting helping bonus and sassy, and then the rest just kind of brings it down. But I guess gentle is more of what we want anyway, so I don't know. We'll move on. We'll let that keep running in the background, and we'll take out another 576 sneaky snacking. And I did see that we have new news. We have the Halloween 2024 bundles that have finally been announced. So thank you for playing Pokemon Sleep Trick or Treat. To accompany the Halloween 2024 Double Candy Research Event, Halloween 2024 bundles small, medium, and large will be available beginning October 28th at 1 a.m. All right, let's see what we got. Anything interesting? So the small bundle, as always, 250 diamonds, 5 Poke Biscuits, that's pretty good. 3 small handy candies, not bad. 2 small ghost type candies, that's pretty good because we can use them on any ghost type we want. Kind of like that. Decent bundle, actually, pretty solid. Actually, now that I think about it, one of the better small bundles we've seen in a while. Very good. The 1200 diamond medium bundle, 6 great biscuits, 1 medium handy candy, which is not bad. 1 medium ghost type candy, that's pretty good. Ghastly incense, Shuppet incense, and Drifloon incense, not bad. Not bad at all. For 1200 diamonds, you're actually getting a decent amount of stuff in there. It's not just 1 Pokemon incense, so you can, try to get several of them. But as always, just kind of look at it as the biscuits, and then the handy candies are actually pretty good. So I like that they're versatile candies and not just stuck to 1 Pokemon. It definitely makes the candies more valuable in these bundles. The medium bundle, not bad. It's not bad. If you got the diamonds and you want to pick it up, I definitely would not blame you, and I would not try to talk you out of it. It's not a bad bundle at all, especially for the biscuits and the candies. Pretty solid. The large bundle, however, 3000 diamonds, a lot of diamonds, is 3 ultra biscuits, 14 great biscuits, and 2 medium handy candies, 2 medium ghost type candies, and 3 Mimikyu incense. That's actually not bad either. Again, I feel like the large bundles need to have a good camp ticket to really justify that price, just because of how much real world money you're putting in to get those diamonds. You definitely want to have a bigger benefit. The ultra biscuits do help. They are very nice, but I still think the good camp ticket is really where the money's going to be at. So we really need to start seeing good camp tickets in these large bundles to make them worthwhile. But honestly, the bundles kind of go about like normal. The small bundle is one of the better values. You can get 3 of them, so you can get 15 Poke Biscuits relatively cheap for 750 diamonds. And that'll also get you 9 small handy candies and 6 small ghost type candies. So that's pretty good. That's a pretty good bundle. If you got the diamonds to buy all 3, I don't see any reason not to, unless you just don't need the biscuits. Because honestly, the candies are nice, but you probably have a ton of small handy candies anyway, so I don't know that 9 is really going to make a huge difference. But the ghost type candies, kind of a similar story. I don't know that 6 small ghost type candies is going to make a huge difference for most people. But if it does, even better. All in all though, small bundle, probably the most valuable bundle. The medium bundle is pretty close to it though this time around. The medium bundle is actually looking pretty nice. For 1200 diamonds, it's not bad. I'd say the small bundle's winning this time around, with the medium bundle just right behind it, not far, and the large bundle, I mean, if you got the diamonds and you want it, go for it, but it's not really something that I'm like, oh, we have to get this. Definitely taking 3rd place in this competition. But all in all, the bundles are actually pretty solid this time around, so no real complaints other than I feel like you need a good camp ticket or a skill seed of some kind in the large bundle to really make it worthwhile. But other than that, bundles are pretty solid. And the rest of this is just explaining how candies and incense work, which we already know. So Bundles, pretty decent this time around. Go ahead and pick up whichever one you want. If you got the diamonds for them, go for it. But of course, as always, let me know what you think about these bundles in the comments if you think that I am looking at this the wrong way. All right, let's go ahead and move on. And let's see. We've got some community reports that we need to get. Also, PR86, final total for that Eevee. Probably still not going to keep it, but I don't know. Let's move on. 42 community reports with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 doubled up. Very nice. Can't have a day like yesterday every day. All right, let's move on. We didn't get any level ups today, but that is okay. We have got some stuff to do. Let's collect. I was hoping for an ingredient trigger or an ingredient magnet there, a skill trigger, but no dice. Double trigger there is very good. That is very good. Maybe we can actually swap into our overnight team tonight, finally. Please, just let me do it. Not as many potatoes as I wanted. We barely had enough for breakfast when I went to bed last night, so it kind of worked out that we didn't have enough energy to do the overnight team because Meowscarada would definitely need to be on the team. As you can tell, I have not been running Walrein like I wanted because we just have not been able to keep up with potato production. So that might be an issue that we have to address moving forward. There you are, hiding, you silly goose. All right. Single skill trigger from Dedenne. Also only got 1 or 2. I think this is only a 20% extra tasty chance right now. Let's see. Yeah, 20%. See what I mean about the potatoes? This is a problem. This is a big problem. I am too short. 2 potatoes shy of being able to make this. I thought this was a sure thing at this point. Blastoise, clearly doing his job. Victory Bell, clearly doing their job. The thing holding us back is the potatoes. Both Victory Bell and Meowscarada have let me down. Severely. And honestly, I'm not really sure what to do about it. Victory Bell at level 50, I think it's Berry Finding S, so that doesn't help me. Meowscarada at level 50 gets... what do you get? Ingredient Finder M, that would help. But that is a long way to go to get there, and I definitely do not have the candies. Yikes-a-roni, bro. This is a big old bad news for me. All right, let's see. Current level, 35. 774. Just leveled up with 132 candies. Whoa. Yeah, to get to level 50. Wow. 430 or 135. 145. Cannot read today. 145 small candies. Handy candies. Definitely not happening. So that's a problem. That is a big, big problem. And it looks like I have no psychic type candies. Well, not much we can do about that then. We are just kind of stuck. Let me go double check Victory Bell. I'm pretty sure that it's not going to help either. Yeah, level 50 is Berry Finding. Yeah, we have a problem. Let's see, who else can do potatoes? I don't think it's gonna help, honestly. I really don't think it's gonna help. One of you two? Soybean and potatoes. Not many, though. Not as many as I would need. Same story. Whooper, what are you doing here? You... maybe... potentially. Level 19, though. That frequency is not bad. 1 Yeah, we're in a bad spot. We are in a bad spot with these potatoes. I don't know what to do other than just hope we get lucky. At this point, we just have to make breakfast. There's not enough time for me to collect any more and try to get it. I don't think I have any ingredient tickets. Unless Blastoise gets an ingredient trigger, or I said it again, ingredient magnet. Nope. We're hurting. We're in a really bad place. We're in a very, very bad place. I do have psychic candies. I have mediums. Ooh. But that's a dark type. That's the candy I need, not psychic candies. I think I said psychic earlier. I need dark type candies. And I don't have any of those. Yeah, we are not in a good place. Not at all. Alright, well. We just have no choice. We just have to make something. Ingredient trigger? Magnet? I did it again! No, just another berry. Why am I so bad at that? Why do I keep saying ingredient trigger? Whatever. We just have to make what we can make. There's nothing we can do about it. Just very unfortunate. Is what it is. And sometimes what it is ain't good. We could make limber corn stew, but I don't know that I want to take any more potatoes given how things are going. Do we have the stuff to make the other stew, maybe? Maybe we can at least salvage it in that way. That we make the other new stew. I forget what it's called. Not the cross chop, that's salad. Dizzy Punch Spicy Curry, do we have what we need? No, we're short on herbs. We have everything we need but the herbs, go figure. Go figure. Oh, man. All right, well, there's not much we can do. We just have to make something. And honestly, I think I'm going to make the solar power tomato curry just to not use potatoes. It's the strongest thing I can make that doesn't use potatoes. We can use the sausage though. We don't need those. We don't need the ginger. We can use a decent amount of honey. We just need to make sure we save some. That much honey we need to save for the Dizzy Punch. Oil we don't need. We'll just throw in a cocoa. Well, disappointing day. It's a disappointing day in Pokemon Sleep. But it is what it is. There's nothing we can do about it except hope that next time is better. That's all we can do. All right. Watch, now that I've made breakfast, we're going to back out. Meowscarada's going to have something for me to collect, and it's going to be potatoes. Just to spite me. All right, 13,000 is definitely not going to put us at Ultra 3. But we're doing pretty well. Blastoise again, really? A lot of Oran berries. Blastoise, keep it up. I like it. Too bad we're not on the beach. But I don't know. We're just going to have to see how things go. Things are just not working in our favor this week. We're getting snoozing type, which is the only one we don't want. Potatoes aren't coming in like they need to. Our extra tasty triggers aren't happening. Gardevoir is still not getting as many skill triggers as she should. That's been going on since last week. We're just having a run of bad luck. It happens. But unfortunately, it's happening yet again. But let's go ahead and collect our 1,670 Dream Shards for going to bed on time. Not going to bed on time. Reaching Great 2. Let's see. Where are we at? We need 340,000. We are still very, very shy. Not able to do the pod expansion yet. So, yeah. We need another 16,338 research XP until we can get to level 60. And then we can pop all those Dream Clusters. So that's what we're doing. We're just waiting to see when that happens. But on that sour note, that's where we are going to end today's video. So thank you for watching. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you do enjoy these videos. A huge shout out to our ace trainers, Illusion, JP, Waite, and Husky Star. Thank you for supporting the channel. If you'd like to support the channel, click that join button right next to the subscribe button. And while you're down there, click the link to the Discord in the description box. Come and hang out with a bunch of cool people that are into Pokemon Sleep. Other than that, y'all have a good night. I hope things are going better than than they are for me. And until next time, later, dudes.